Hey guys, Rick at Healing Field Farm. Today I was actually out in the backwoods. We were missing a guinea hen. I was walking around to see if I could find any signs of it, and I did find it. You can see all the feathers everywhere. So I'm pretty sure it was a fox. I'm gonna see about borrowing our neighbor's live trap and see if I can't catch it, because I can't have it keep killing my chickens. This is like the fourth one that's disappeared, but this was one of the guinea hens. So they've gotten two of the buff Orpingtons and barred rock rooster, and now this guinea hen. So in the middle of the day, because he was out yesterday morning, and then he wasn't in the afternoon. So, but that means the fox is living pretty close and he's making his rounds, and we can't have that. So we're gonna deal with him one way or the other. But so yeah, I had originally come out here because the second phase of our homestead plan is to get the animals out in here in this area. So this rock wall, I own about 10 or 12 feet past the rock wall, so I'm not going to go any further than the rock wall. And then I'm going to keep all the animals on this side, and thinking I'm going to keep them down in this lower section, which is actually close to the lower field where the garden is, and it's already pretty open. So I think the pigs will end up down in this lower section first. There's a lot more for them to root, a lot less little tree growth down here, you can see. So we'll not this week, but probably next week, we will start running electric fence and get them a section, and then that'll actually be even easier to move them into the garden in the fall. So, and then the goats, once we get them trained on the electric fence, because that's going to take a little while longer than the pigs, I think, they'll be up on the top because there's a lot of tree growth in there, and they'll graze that right down, and then we can rotate the pigs. If not this year, next year's pigs will get into that. And then the goal will be to get this cleaned up. We're going to get some seed in here. I'm going to cut out any dead trees, pull out any of these, and then hopefully turn it into a pasture. That'll be a challenge though. There's a lot of pine trees out here, which means the soil is going to be pretty acidic. And obviously it doesn't get a whole lot of sun in here. There's not a lot of growth, but we'll see what we can do with it. Either way, it's going to be a better spot for the pigs. And then I think when we move the goats, we're actually going to build them some small houses and probably like put them to bed in pairs, and then we'll just use the barn for birthing. They won't have to stay in the barn. So I think they'll like that more, and it'll open up a little bit more of the field. So didn't really want to use as much of the field as we had for animals, but what we needed to do because we got the cows. So yeah, so I am taking it a little easy today. I think we're just going to work on cleaning up the yard. So I had a COVID test 2 days ago, and then they called last night and said it came back positive. And for the most part, symptoms have been pretty mild. Started out with just a little bit of congestion and a lot of sneezing, and then a fever of about 102 for a couple days, and then that's burned off, and just kind of some weird aches and tingles, but most of that's gone now too. So I do have some congestion. It's a little rough, but almost burning a little bit. But other than that, symptoms have been pretty mild. So hopefully they won't get any worse. I do have a pretty constant headache, which I don't enjoy too much. And then we think we got it from, or I got it from Tristan. He had gone to Bible camp, vacation Bible camp, and I guess there were some cases there of an outbreak. And then he came home, it's probably about a week later, and then he wasn't feeling good one day. And I didn't really think much of it because he takes 3 naps a day anyways. And he had a little fever, but he burned right through it within a few hours. So, but I guess COVID hits kids differently than adults. So, but fortunately, like I said, it seems to be a mild case. From what I've read, it's kind of in line with the Delta variant, which is a lot more like allergies and stuff like that. So, but I am out of work for the next 8 more days, so I'll be doing a lot on the farm as long as this doesn't get any worse. So, but like I said, so far it hasn't been too bad. It's been pretty tolerable. Even when I had the fever, I still felt pretty good. I just was burning up. So, and then a little more congestion today than I've had, but it's hard to say what it is. But I'm at a higher risk because of my COPD, so take it with a grain of salt, I guess, and hope for the best. But I feel pretty decent otherwise. I'm just not going to try to overdo it. So we do have some tomatoes starting to ripen. So those weren't there the other day. A few small orange cherry tomatoes. Find them. They're right over here. A few are starting to ripen there. None of the big ones have started yet. No, there was another cherry tomato over here that I've seen one. It might have been. Yeah, a few more. Yeah, right down in there. So, tomatoes are starting to ripen. That's good. Maybe we can sell some stuff at the farm stand before the end of the season. But, so, and, I did build the cows a little shelter the other day. Just it's kind of in progress because we only had so many pallets. But just got a tarp over it to give them some cover from the rain. But they don't use it. They'd rather just lay in the rain. So, but we'll build it up higher and out a little bit more, and then it should fit both of them. And we aimed it towards the woods because the sun goes around this way, and that way we'll give them plenty of shade. So, and we'll fill in the gaps, make sure nothing, weather or snow and stuff, can't get in there. So, hey bunnies. Pigs are doing good on their electric fence. They first couple days they tested it a little bit, but they're staying right away from it now. So we're gonna pick up some more posts and some wire. Hey pig. And then we'll start running it out into the woods. One of the reasons I chose the lower portion of the woods out back is because the farmer that used to be here used to have animals out here. I don't know if he had sheep or goats or cows, whatever, but he had a barbed wire fence out here, and I've gone through and I've cut out a lot, but there's still little pieces here and there. Pretty much where this tree line is, it runs all the way down on the back of the property, and you can see these are all the old cedar posts that he used for the fencing. And then he had like some cattle fencing out here as well, and most of it's all rusted away or grown into the trees. And like I said, I've cut a lot of it out, but it's there's still some in there, and I don't want the pigs rooting that in and getting hurt. So, little chickens, you guys should probably stay out of the woods for a little bit. Hello. But, yeah, I was pretty disappointed when we were missing a guinea hen, but I found it. I found what was left of it. It's down back in the woods.
Did something get it?
Yep.
Come here.
Hi, pigs. Hello. Been busy. Hi. 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 Yeah, they don't want to go near that fence. That's good. What? Yeah, the chickens are. They're giving themselves. They give themselves dust baths. They did the same thing over there. Yeah. That's how they give themselves dust baths. They dig a hole and then they get in it and shake around. Good morning, goats. Hey, babies. I did a quick short yesterday with Tallulah, this goat, and Sarah. She was giving her loves. We put that up on the channel last night. It was a pretty cute video. So. What are they doing?
Bacon and Gala. Just mixed food.
What are you guys doing? Goofy pigs. Oh, Luke Skyhopper got out this morning. Tristan was trying to move him to the hutch because we got rain coming, and he took off in the woods.
He was just by the pen.
Oh, was he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he'll come back.
He forgot how to do it.
He'll come back. So, and then, so Sarah's accidental sunflower bed's doing better than mine. I mean, they're all small, but they're all coming in. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 over here. So that's where she feeds the birds, and they all popped up, but mine will come. So yeah, so that's it for today. Like I said, easy day. I'm not going to overdo it. I'm going to try to get a lot done on the farm as long as I don't feel any worse, and then get as much done as we can. And there's a lot of work to do in the garden. You got to get the fencing up for the pigs, and then hopefully get to work on this barn. I want to start. I'm going to get it at least this wall up here in the next coming weeks, and then we're going to run another roof off for hay storage, because this is all hay here, so we got to get out of this area. But I can run a roof probably 12 feet this side, and then this will all be for hay storage. And I think we're going to get some round bales for the cows, so we can just push them in the winter. So, and then that'll be a lot easier than giving them a bale every day. So yep, so that's what's going on. And yeah, so thanks for watching, guys, and have a good day. We'll see you next time.